Hi everybody, welcome to Sapphire Tarot and Wellness. I just wanted to stop by and give a little talk on the new moon tomorrow, the 11th of May, the new moon in Taurus. For some of you in the southern hemisphere, it may be the 12th. Keep that in mind. Now, Taurus is a very abundant sign. It's a sign of manifestation. It's a sign of Venus, luxury, wealth. It's the most fecund earth sign that we have in the zodiac, so a really good time to manifest. And as it is a new moon is a great time to embark on something, to begin something, to focus on your intention, to bring something about, to achieve something, to set something in motion. So something to keep in mind. Around a few days around that full moon, that's the most potent time, but you will see the lasting result for 28 days, but also going forward for the rest of the year, the upcoming year. So a really good time to be aware of this kind of thing. I want you to focus on what you want at the moment, because Taurus is the mantra for Taurus is I want. So think about what you want, and I'm going to give a little synopsis for each sun sign and also the rising sign. So when I say your sun sign, I say the sign that you were born under, your zodiac sun sign, or possibly your rising sign. So whatever resonates a little bit better, I would go with that. But if you go with your sun sign, likely it'll have resonance for you. Okay. So I wanted to start first of all with Aries. So Aries, this new moon is going to fall in your second house. Your second house is a sign of, or rather the house of value, your income, how you earn your income, your assets, what you value in life, what you hold dear, your possessions, all those kinds of things. So this is a really good time to focus on that kind of stuff. So you may want to contemplate your assets, your financial situation. If there's something you want to change in your financial situation, this is a really good time to focus on that and to set something about. Use the energies to achieve what you want. And also anything to do with your income or your career is another aspect you could focus on. Anything you want to change, improve, excellent time to do that at the moment. Okay, I'm going to just pull a oracle card just to see if there's any message for you. Just a moment. Aries. Oh, we have go the distance. You know, Taurus is a sign of longevity, and typically they're slow moving. They take their time. They are hardworking. And anything that you do in this particular time of year with this energy, it has longevity to it. So for anybody who's watching this, just focus on what is really important to you. Don't waste your time on something that is not what you want to yield. So in terms of this particular message for you, Aries, it's about focusing on what's important and what you want to last in your life, and possibly ways to gather resources to have lasting benefits or lasting income. Kind of looking at the long term, I would say. And also with the actual message, go the distance. It's always excellent when Aries follows through, because they're so excellent at starting things and getting into things and having that drive and energy. And the most amazing things happen when they actually complete and fully execute. So something to keep in mind for you. And the next sign we're going to do is Taurus. So Taurus, this is your sign. And it's going to be obviously in your first house for the most part, depending on your rising sign and so forth. But you're going to be focusing on yourself, even your physical appearance, your personality. Those kinds of things are going to come into focus, and you may have a feeling of almost being reborn or coming back into yourself. It's a great time to think about who you are as a person. What is your physical situation in life? How do you feel about yourself? How much do you love yourself? Taurus is a sign of love. So if there's a feeling of a lack of love for yourself or those around you, it's a time to focus on that and increase that. Come back to yourself and to find what you feel is valuable in your life or valuable about what you hold dear. In terms of the cards, let me just pull one for you, Taurus. Taurus. Deep knowing. So, whatever that means to you, go with that. As you're coming back into yourself, you will experience a greater knowledge of yourself and the universe. So when the sun comes back into your sign, it's a great time to reconnect with yourself and who you really are. Then we're going to go into the next sign, which is Gemini. So Gemini, this is going to fall in your 12th house, which is the last house of the zodiac. So that is the house of hidden things, latent energy. It signifies death as well because it's the last sign. It's also the closest sign to the astral world. And it's a great time of letting things go, of rebirthing, or becoming aware of things in your unconscious and addressing them or letting them go. Psychological exploration and all those kinds of things. So for you, I would say to focus on what you want to let go of, what you want to focus on bringing into your life, renewing, rebirthing, and anything that you feel is toxic that you want to let go of, great time to do that. In terms of focusing on what you want, go into yourself, be in nature a little bit, and focus on what's in your heart, and then manifesting that into the world, whatever arena that may mean to you. Okay? I'm going to pull a card for you. Gemini. Time to go. So, time to go. That could mean time to go from somewhere, maybe travel, time to get moving on something. When I think of time to go, I think it's time to go, it's time to get ready, it's time to move on things. It's ready, things are ready to go. And if you're being in action, if you've been in inaction, I would say, it's a time of action, time to get going. So whatever that means to you though, time to go. And we're going to go now into Cancer. Cancer, this is going to be your 11th house. So your 11th house is your house of associations, your network, your relationships, any kind of group dynamic. It's also hidden talents. But most specifically, it's group stuff, socializing and all that kind of stuff. So a good time to socialize. It's a good time to kind of look around and see who's with you. It's a good time to bring new people into your social sphere or go into another social sphere, expand in that area. You may meet people that bring something into your life, as Taurus is a sign of abundance. Something could grow from the relationships that come into your life. So something to focus on there. I would meditate on that. Let's have a see what the cards say. Just one card. Observer. So a good time to look around and see what's happening in your life. Step back a little bit. See who's there. See what you've manifested or things that you maybe do want to manifest in your life. What you're happy with, what you're not happy with. Take a step back and observe. Or whatever that means to you. We're going to move now into Leo. So Leo, this is your 10th house. Taurus falls in the 10th house. So typically, so it's a sign of career, how you present to the world. It's a very public house. It's the highest point in the zodiac, most visible. Your standing, your career, your status, and all that kind of stuff. Good time to focus on your career, what you've attained, what you want to attain, what kind of career you have, what kind of career do you want to have, and also even your image, your how you appear to others, your clothing and your style or your presentation. That's another aspect. I'm going to pull a card for you, Leo. Poised. I like that. Poised. So that goes hand in hand with image, presentation, how you want to project into the world. And when you are undertaking things, are you poised? Are you ready? Are you prepared? Excellent card. Poised. Are you ready for the world? And we're now going to focus on Virgo. Virgo, this is your 9th house. The 9th house is about higher education, universal consciousness, long-distance travel, expanding your horizons, the search for truth, all that kind of stuff. So you may be contemplating travel where you live. You may be feeling even an urge to travel or to leave somewhere or go somewhere. Or if it's not physical, it could be a new urge to undertake a new job, new training, new skill, to expand yourself in that area. A really good time to expand your beliefs, expand your knowledge. If you do want to take on a new career or craft or education, excellent time to do so. It will yield fruit, manifest. I'm going to pull a card for you. Chop wood. So that means to do it. Take action. Keep doing what you need to do. Do the daily things. And also I would say that's a sense of preparedness. So when you chop wood, you're putting it aside. You're storing it for later use. So whatever you're doing now, think in terms of long term and using those resources for the future. I'm going to go now into Libra. Libra, this is your 8th house. So the 8th house is about secrets. It's a hidden house. This is Scorpio house, death house, transformation. If you're looking for any kind of transformation that's lasting, this is an excellent time to focus on that. Letting go, rebirthing, anything to do with spirituality, metaphysics. If you want to focus on that or take something up in that regard, very good time to do so. It's also your lineage in some ways, and something you may want to explore that possibly, or also the sign of contracts, inheritance, legalities, any kind of deep bond you have with people, intimate bond, that's the 8th house. So if you want to focus on a deeper bond, intimate bond, very good time to do so. So we're going to focus on a card for you. Soulmates. That's a beautiful card. So there could be someone that you've met that's a soulmate, or someone coming into your life that's a soulmate, or maybe you just feel that you want a soulmate in your life at the moment. It definitely has significance at the moment for you, soulmates. And as that is the 8th house, that does correlate. Very deep, intimate connections, bonding. I like that. I'm going to move into Scorpio. Scorpio. So this is your 7th house. Taurus will fall in the 7th house, house of partnerships. Usually intimate partnerships, but it could also be business partnerships as well, or just significant partnerships in general. And it's a good time to focus on what you want in your life in that regard in terms of partnership, usually long-term partnership. If there's something you want to transform or something you want to undertake or improve in that area, or you want to meet a new person, you want something to generate, very, very good time to do so. I'm going to pull a card for you. Scorpio. Not for you. So it's about being aware of what is for you and what isn't for you. So Scorpios are generally quite good at doing that anyway. Cutting things out of your life that are not for you, and then, you know, creating that space for what you do want in your life, whether it be financial or emotional or relationship, significant relationship, friendships, what is for you and what is not for you. I like that. And the next one we have is Sagittarius. Hello, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, this falls in your 6th house. 6th house is your everyday life, your 9 to 5, if you work 9 to 5, your daily activities, washing your hair, moving around, doing your work, eating, exercising. It's basically your work and your health. So anything related to your routine, your work, even the kind of work that you do. You want to improve something in that regard, or find new daily work activities, or a new way of manifesting your work. Very, very good time to focus on that. And also what you ingest, your health, your well-being, whether it be just your daily intake of food, fasting, cleansing, any of those things will yield a very good result in this Taurus new moon going forward. Pull a card for you. Sagittarius. Breathe. Remember to breathe. So you may be in a flurry. You may be in the middle of something. You may have high workload. Just remember to take time to breathe. Be receptive to the universe, inspiration. Take time for yourself, self-care. Maybe adjust your schedule so that you have a good routine to just breathe and have your leisure time and look after yourself, however that may be. Whatever breathe means to you. We're going to go into Capricorn. Capricorn, this falls in your 5th house. Your 5th house is a sign of, your house of creativity, passion, leisure, what you find exciting, what you find fulfilling. It's also the sign of children, or your children if you have children. It's, you know, what keeps you going, what gets you excited in life, you know, that zest. If you've been working a lot, this is a wonderful time to focus on what you want and what you find exciting and what gives you energy, you know. Maybe take a bit of time away from work just to focus on that, and then set your intention. Very, very good time for creative projects as well. If there's a business idea that is creative and sort of interesting and excites you, you may want to look into it a bit. This is a good time to feel supported in that. I'm going to pull a card for you. Capricorn. Time to go. Again, time to change, time to move forward, time to go from something or go somewhere. Also could be a time to go in terms of just moving, getting into action, time to do stuff. Put things into action. Time to go. Got that again. So now I'm going to go into Aquarius. Aquarius. This is your 4th house. So it's the sign of your home, your core. Where do you come home to each day? What's your environment like? Where do you live? It's also the sign somewhat of your lineage, specifically your mother, your relationship to your mother, your deep core of who you are. It's quite a secret house in some ways, quite private. So a good time to explore those things and to think about where you live, what kind of environment you're in. Do you like being there? Do you want a different kind of environment? All that kind of stuff. Anything to do with real estate too, if you're thinking about changing anything there, renting, buying. Time to examine that kind of issue. I'm going to pull a card for you. An oracle card for Aquarius. Breathe. Take time for yourself. Listen to yourself. Be receptive to the universe. If you've had a hectic time, please slow down a bit. Take time to breathe. Listen to yourself. Good time to go inward and just to create balance in your life. Breathe, whatever that means to you. We're going to go now and finish up with Pisces. Pisces, this is your third house. So your third house is short travel. It could be domestic travel. It could be small communication, ideas, texting, being online, media, even some creative input to a degree. It's significant for even just little changes in your belief system or how you view things or how you go about things. So if there's something you want to change there, this is a good time to set that in motion. If you want to focus on anything to do with the media or creative output or communication, very, very good time. And any kind of communication with others, relationships, whether it be significant or family or friendships, very, very good time to do that. Let's see what comes up for you. Milk and honey. Focus on the basics. Enjoy the things that you have. Nourish yourself. Take time for yourself. This could also signify a time of abundance, a good time for your finances, financial opportunities. Whatever that means to you, though, milk and honey. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this. I look forward to seeing you again soon. And you take care.